I can have Seteth do this. Yeah, this is worth it.
Heretics, prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess. Behold our strategy.
Behold my strategy, having a bunch of dudes fly at you at once.
Turns out it wasn't a bad strategy.
If it works, it works. Now you can reach Petra.
You inspire.
Level 11. Goodbye.
I will win.
Damn!
Yo, who up winning?
Clearly.
We do have to route the rest. I thought that might end the level, but that's fine.
Well done.
Anyways, another thing that just popped into my head that I was thinking that I wanted to talk about earlier, because I finally started digging through my box of candles, because I get notifications occasionally when Bath & Body Works has
Seems like we're
has sales and stuff, and like they were like, oh, and at first I thought it was like $10 3-wick candles. It was not. It's $10 off. And so I go to Bath & Body Works and I'm like, oh well, maybe they have some scents that I like, because like I said, I bought that like Queen Charlotte's tea one that I like to use. I'm not currently burning that one, I'm actually burning a different one right now. But I really liked it and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try to see if there's if they have any Bridgerton scents left that I like, or something like that. Ooh, that's a really good level up.
Yeah, it was.
But,
Continue.
so they only had one at the store I went to. I might go look at one today. But one thing I did find out is that they were listing, because that's how I found out that it wasn't actually just for $10. It was $10 off, and they listed the price range for 3-wick candles.
Flame, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Finish your story. We got a lot of dialogue now.
Yeah, so I find out that they've raised the price. Like the highest price now is like $36 for a candle. And the way what they've done to justify it is they've made the candle, like the little glass jars for them. They just made them like really fancy. They've added like, oh yeah, look at it. It's got this really cool snake design that makes it really heavy and harder to take the lid off and kind of cumbersome, so you can't stack anything on top of it. And it's like, this is not a good justification to raise your prices. This is stupid. And also the scents all suck, so I was like, whatever, done, not buying any of these. Like, I don't buy you for, like, it is nice sometimes, like, if they have, like, a nice wrapper to have them, as they burn, but I'm not that pressed about how the candle jar looks, to where I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay, freaking $10 extra for a stupid little snake design on it. It's just dumb.
But what if it's a really cool snake?
Hey, it is a cool snake. The problem is it makes the jar way heavier, and I can't stack anything on top of it. Like, and don't get me wrong, I've definitely have, like, I was going through some of my candles, and there's definitely some that have, like, really cool patterns on the lids, or some small textures to it, but, like, the ones they sold that had a similar thing to that were still the same price as, like, normal. So it's like, why
Why
do you need this giant, big addition to your stuff?
What if it was Best Sneck, aka Mia? Would that sway you at all?
No.
Ah, darn. Well, you can't get him with Mia, you can't get him with anything, chat.
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Yo, turn 8, Pog.
Hey!
Unsurprising.
Absolutely. It would have been a shock if that was not the case.
Yo, Keyhole Wyvern Core is great.
Yay!
I thought that we got weapons for this, not battalions, but I'm much rather get battalions.
Mm-hmm.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands.
Oh, we do get weapons as well, okay.
I will entrust them to you. I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me.
Sentimental significance, you say?
Yes. This stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
Aww.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
Your mother is also buried here?
I suppose you have earned the right to know. But this must remain between us. Flayn is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person.
Well, I had no idea, but I imagined it, so I'm just gonna stick with
Due
that.
to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being.
I talked about this in Slyro's playthrough because I think we did this paralogue as well, even though he didn't use Setheth or Flayn. This makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that's...
Like, Flayn is, like, wanted for her blood being rare or whatnot because she has green hair. But, like, you'd still have, unless you're step-siblings, like, you still have the same blood, whether it's your daughter or your sister. Like, the amount of shared DNA probably varies between those two things, but still, like...
Yeah, wait, I don't get it. Like...
Yeah, I don't understand how being, like, we're siblings instead of father and daughter makes a significant difference.
Is it like something with the church kind of thing? Like, because I know Geralt wanted to hide, but I thought that was mainly with Geralt taking Byleth away. It was just because Byleth was weird.
Byleth is weird.
Like, it's not Geralt had a kid and that's frowned upon. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, I don't get it. Like,
No. The Geralt bit was because of the mother, not because of Geralt.
Yeah, well, which, I mean, if they were gonna run with it, that Setheth is keeping the secret of, like, oh, Flayn's actually my daughter, it's like, then why didn't you make it where, like, oh, that's frowned upon in the church, and that's why we're siblings instead of father and daughter? Because otherwise it's like, what difference does it make? It doesn't, because, like, if, like, they're going after Flayn for her blood, then why didn't they also go after Setheth?
I think Setheth is just, I think he's just a little stupid.
Yeah.
There are many who would seek to harm Flayn due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
If you say so.
I was certain our cover was adequate.
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
And then the beach spontaneously combusts on fire. Alright, Spear of Assault and Caduceus Staff are both pretty good. What does this one do again? Yeah, magic attack range +1, Pog. So like baby Thyrsus. Alright, Accursed Relic. This is the presumably most difficult paralogue, because it's the higher level DLC one.
Yep. Let's do it. See how this goes. Oh, we're off to a great start.
You? Finally coming apart at the seams from all those late nights spent researching, huh?
For once, your sharp tongue misses its mark. My elation is too powerful for your petty sniping to have any effect.
Why is that?
Not long ago, the church reached out to me. They bade me travel to House Garrett, escorted by the knights. During the Dagda and Bridget War, you see, Houses Nouvelle and Garrett fought side by side. Yet we were the ones who suffered wrack and ruin, while they kept their foreign ministry position. I cannot turn back time to change that, of course, but I would relish the opportunity to give Duke Garrett a proper tongue lashing.
I guess that is one of your pastimes, isn't it? Anyway, seems the church has business with House Garrett.
What does the church want with the house?
Of the 6 great noble houses, it is the one which oversees the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The church wishes to obtain a hero's relic, thought to reside in House Garrett's collection. The delicate negotiations of acquiring it fall to me, due to my connection with the Duke.
Ah, a hero's relic.
I thought they were all returned to the descendants of the 10 elites by the church ages ago. House Garrett has no ties to the elites, and I don't think the head even has a crest. Odd indeed for them to have a relic.
There is talk that the relic fell into his hands during the Dagda and Bridget War. The Church of Seros was displeased to learn this. They feel the relic should belong to them and have made that plain to House Garrett.
Do we know how the Duke acquired it?
I believe the relic was found in a foreign land where it was mistaken for a marvelous but benign treasure. Then it was probably gifted as recompense to House Garrett, as part of a reconciliation. Who can say why it had landed on foreign shores to begin with, though?
You seem rather well informed on the subject.
Yeah, how do you know so much?
I got wind of some of the story, which piqued my interest. I did some digging and drew conclusions, like I tend to do. So what you've got is what I think. Nothing more. Anyway, Constance, if you're headed to House Garrett, so am I.
What game are you playing here?
No games, this time. I just want to get a gander at that shiny relic they're keeping hidden away.
I haven't the authority to prevent it, but if you must accompany us, I should like the professor along too. The more eyes watching this snake, the better.
I think you've confused a snake with a bird. You coming, friend?
I'll join.
Obviously, I'll join.
I knew you'd see things my way. Allow me to make a few quick preparations and we can depart.
I just realized after this we do the main mission for this chapter, which is a pretty big one.
What a delicious frisson it gives me to imagine the look upon the Duke's face.
I refuse to believe that frisson is a word. She made that up.
No, it's definitely a word.
No,
I just
she
don't
made it
know
up.
What it
knows
is.
what they're doing. Choosing her to negotiate.
No, it's definitely a word because my friend, my Sonny's username's into the frisson.
They stole it from her after she made it up.
No, it's a sudden strong feeling of excitement or fear, a thrill.
Yes, a word that was made up by Constance in like 2021. And then has made it into the dictionary since. It's not a word. I refuse to believe it.
Nope, it's a word. My friends had their account longer than Constance has been existed in the game.
They had insider info. Absolutely, get Flane out of here. Who does she think she is? All right, Yuri, Constance, Byleth, gotta be along. We get 7 other characters. Let me take a look at what the map looks like. Do we want a flyer on this map? There's at least a bow unit. Oh, Myson, this guy. Okay. Does this guy only show up in the DLC chat in 3 houses? I know he shows up as an enemy in 3 hopes. Only 1 bow unit, so we could bring a flyer. I don't think this map desperately calls for a flyer, though. And they might spawn more in. So we could bring a flyer, but we don't, like, explicitly need one. Thank goodness we're not all split up like the Happy Balthus one.
Oh my gosh, that was awful. Let's see, we already used both of our flyers last time, so...
Yeah, who do you want to bring? You got anyone specific you want to bring?
Did we bring Felix last time? I don't think we did.
I don't even bring
Felix,
Hubert as one of our mages.
Dorothea. We have to bring Linhart.
Let's bring Edelgard too, because this could be a difficult map.
Ferdinand, probably, just
Ferdinand?
in case.
Von Eyre.
Then... Oh, we need a bow. Should we have a bow unit?
Bow units aren't bad.
Bernadetta or Shamir? Who's lower level between Bernadetta and Shamir?
Bernadetta.
let's go with Bernadetta then.
All right. Who do we want to get supports with? What are your supports looking like? Wait, I gotta go to this menu to look at that.
Ready if I go run and grab some ice cream?
Yeah, knock yourself out. Well, do you want to like decide this first and then go get it?
Oh,
or?
yeah, let's go decide this first, and then I'll leave you to
We don't
your spread.
have to do Hubert here. What are they? Felix, Dorothea, Ferdinand. Bum, 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 bum. I did not realize he had 3 supports with Hilda. I should watch those. Okay, he's already at sea with everyone that matters. Oh, you know what? Three mages? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put in Caspar instead, so I have a puncher.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll adjutant Felix onto Dorothea.
Okay.
And then we'll use Felix in the main mission.
That's a good plan.
And then Bernadetta or Ferdinand. I think Ferdinand is at C rank with everyone. I'm just looking for people who don't have C ranks yet, because I'm fairly sure there might be 1 or 2 of them in the game, but I believe the majority, like vast majority of like time skip lock supports are just C ranks. So if we get them to C, then we should be able to get their B and A post time skip.
Oh, maybe swap Ferdinand with Sylvain then and try to get more of Sylvain's.
We could do that. Ferdinand's level 19. What level are you, Sylvain? Also 19? Sure, that's a good idea. Because Sylvain's support's only really good once he's past the C support of being him. Ingrid. I like their supports.
Sounds good.
This should work. All right, you go get your ice cream.
Welcome.
All right, I will be back.
Come back.
Do that. Does Sylvain have a battalion? Yeah, it's just Empire Brawlers, but as long as he has something. We should be fine. Next month, I'm gonna look at trying to fix up battalions better and up people's authority more. Edelgard. Oh, there was another bow unit down there I didn't notice. We'll send Edelgard left with Byleth, Hubert, and Linhardt. And then Constance, Dorothea for healing we'll send north with the rest. Well, actually, there aren't like many units up there. I think it's better for like everyone to go north and then up. This north position actually really sucks because it's stopping movement, so we can't quite reach. Actually, I could do a stride. Yeah. I'm sure they're gonna throw random stuff at us. This one is gonna be like, this one's gonna be weird. This one's gonna be weird. All right, who's got like weapons? You're fine. You're a mage. You're a mage. You. Wait, I wanted to be at the marketplace for this. Welcome. Yeah, I got a little bit of money. Yuri. Let's give you a silver sword.
Thanks a bunch.
Edelgard is fine. Bernadetta is fine. Hubert is a mage. You're a mage. Can you use silver gauntlets yet? Nice, let's give you some of those to be safe.
Thanks a bunch.
And then Sylvain. Yeah, I knew that you needed stuff. You can use silver lances now, Pog.
Thanks a bunch.
And take a steel as well. Steel lances are just good fodder for, whatever they're called, chat. You know what I'm talking about. They're good fodder for, combat arts. I think we're good. I think it would be better if Jet was here to see this little opening dialogue, but it's probably nothing major, so we'll just do it and I'll give her the TLDR. It's gonna be like 5 sentences at most.